Kip. The moon wasn't full, but it was close to it. The hazy sky was like a bride's veil, protecting its modesty. But like a blushing bride, nothing could stop the lunar radiance. There were 3 rings of light, the moon itself with the dark shadow patterns, and then 2 halos. One bright orangey blue, the other hazy. Kip looked up at the moon. Like all the smugglers who'd gone before him, it was both his friend and foe. It provided the light to operate, but also meant his movements could be seen. He was a big man, and a big man hiding in the shadows tended to cause suspicions. He preferred total darkness, but of course that had its own problems. The best thing to do was not worry. Just do the job, get on with it. He couldn't change it. He kept his head down and scurried across the road. The night was quiet, the odd car, the odd person, but not too many people around to foil his plans. But who knew who was watching from the tall buildings around the square? Not that Kip was doing anything wrong, but the last thing he wanted was to be caught not doing anything wrong. Because everything he was doing looked wrong. Kip was a smuggler. He smuggled women. But he wasn't doing anything wrong. Just doing his job. Kip checked his watch and checked the street number. If all went to plan, she would be coming out of the door in front of him. Hopefully she'd have her bags packed and would be ready to go. Sure enough, the door swung open, and a frail-looking woman, clutching a hold-all on a package, came tentatively through the door. She looked around, saw Kip smile, and moved towards him, feeling safer already. Kip took the bag off her and guided her back across the road. This was the worst part, the walk to the car. This was when it could all go wrong. Just as they were turning the corner, he heard the voice. "Oi, where do you think you're going?" "Let's move," Kip said to the woman. The car was only 20 metres away, but with the luggage they were at a disadvantage. Kip could hear the feet pounding behind him. Kip had been here before, but that didn't stop his heart beating. He didn't want to look round, didn't want to see his pursuer. He knew he could deal with him if he had to, but he didn't want it to come to that. He felt in his pocket for the keys and pressed the button. The lights flashed and a single beep told him it was unlocked. The footsteps were getting closer. He could hear the breathing. "Stop! I'll call the police!" the man shouted. Kip was aware lights were being switched on in the surrounding buildings. "Get in!" Kip hissed. The woman did as she was told. Kip threw the suitcase onto the back seat and got into the car. He fumbled the key, finally got it started, and then locked the doors. The man was banging on his window now. He could see the ugly, distorted face. The bundle in the woman's arms began to cry. The woman buried her head into the baby, hiding from the angry man. Kip put the car into gear and pulled away, leaving the thug behind. "You're safe now," he said to the woman, who ignored him. "It won't be long." His voice was soft, reassuring, full of authority. Kip dropped the woman off at the safe house and drove home. Another woman smuggled away from an abusive partner. For Kip was a modern-day Scarlet Pimpernel. He was saving women, not condemning them.